now going to bring in Jahmark. It's okay. I'll tell you when he gets here. Okay, he's in. Jahmark! The house!
What's up, night nurse? Night nurse.
Part of this Bob Marley event. Oh, man.
Hey. I don't see you since the 80s, but you don't change a bit. You're doing something good here, mate. You're doing something good.
It's the reggae music, and you're kind, and you're really kind. Yeah, so Jahmark, I didn't do it intentionally, but it seems like a lot of the people I invited to be a part of tonight are really friends initially met in the 1980s, and it's interesting because that's really when Bob crossed over, and I don't mean musically, and so maybe there's just like a bond there. But Mark, when we first met, was in a group called the Redemption Posse, which was one of my favorite local New York reggae bands. And Larry gave Redemption Posse a number of opportunities. I think you played the club. Then we had that a Memorial Day group, a number of bands at the Ritz, the original Ritz. And, anyway, that's where we go to. But in addition to being a singer and, a righteous Rastaman, Mark is an artist. He's unbelievably talented there. And I'm so glad behind him you can see a little bit one of his paintings. I think, is it Garvey and
Here you go.
Tell us about, all right, take it away from Mark.
First off, let me pay respect to the Gong, the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley. Just want to say, happy Earth Strong to the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley. May the Most High continue to rain down blessings upon your generations. Yeah, because Bob Marley was one of a kind. Bob Marley was, anybody who know Bob Marley, yeah, man, very giving soul, one of a kind, So, yeah, it's great to be able to be a part of this. And if one thing, I was just getting to know Bob personally just a little bit before he became ill. And one thing I have to say about Bob, one of the things that Bob really loved was love. Yeah. Bob was in love with love. That's what I come to see about him. The little that I got to know of him personally. Bob was in love with love. And I really, yeah, man, that resonate with I, That resonate with I. So, and another thing is I am so grateful, so thankful that I was able to get to see the Wailers perform a number of times. But 2 of those times, Brother Bob Marley was actually on the stage front in the band. I saw him in 73 in Tampa, Florida. I saw him in 78 in Miami, Florida. And from just seeing him do his thing, it really changed my life. Yeah, man, it changed my life for the better. It changed my life for the better. Life-changing. Yeah, because I see many bands before seeing the Gong doing thing, and it didn't affect me that way. It didn't affect me that way. So, yeah, man, love and respect and honor to the honorable Robert Nesta Marley. Only love and blessing. Sorry, Amy, you were saying something.
It doesn't matter. We invited you to say, and you said great things. I love that. I would like to discuss the art you had in his mother's home.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about, in Mississippi.
Yeah, as you
some of us watching have seen.
As you can see, behind me is one of my artwork called Naya Bingi Drummer. Right? Naya Bingi Drummers. And when Bob was ill. Yeah, back in '80, went to the hospital in Germany, and I painted a painting for his mom. You know, everybody know her as Mother B, Bob Mother, right? I painted a painting in our home called The First Supper. It's called The First Supper.
Oh.
And it was a brick wall about 20 foot long, by about 4 foot high. And I painted it in acrylic. And that painting was like a prayer, you know, against all odds. It was like a prayer for Bob recovery, you know. Yeah, man, that was a time of, yeah, man, that was a rough time for everyone because he was so beloved. I remember his mother come home from the hospital in Germany and said, boy, Mark, that young man is in so much pain. I wish I could do something more for him. And she never referred to him as my son, you know. She said, that young man is in so much pain.
Really?
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, any mother would feel that, you know. The whole world feel it for him. But, you know, his work live on forever. Because legends never die. Legends can't die, you know. Yeah, man. So his music is here to uplift the younger generation. And you know another thing too? You can't find one photograph out there. Every photograph you see of Bob Marley out there. He's a young man. So every young generation that come take to him not only because of the music, but they only see a young man. You get me?
That is such an interesting point, Mark.
Yeah.
Right. The oldest they'll ever see him at is 36.
That's
and
correct. That's Jahmark in
36
mysterious ways.
That's in the Hebrew tradition, where numbers and letters have, you know, value. 18 is life, so 36 is double life.
That's right. I like that. Nice. Yeah, man.
So differently and not differently, Redemption Posse was managed by
The one
Antonio Gilbert, also known as, would you just say Gilly J? Gilly
Dread.
Gilly Dread. Gilly was Bob's chef.
Yes. Gilly was Bob's chef, and by the will of the Most High, after Bob passed, Gilly became the Redemption Posse manager. That's how we got to play Sunsplash and festival in Jamaica. And yeah, man, it was a great experience. And just to let the audience know, around those time, 86, the night nurse was there with us in Jamaica when we were playing playing the Sunsplash and the All Island Festival competition. I know, it's hard to believe the night nurse was there in 86, but she was our secret, okay?
You're so kind. Okay, let me say, the biggest thing about that time is that I can't believe. I drove us. I have never again driven on the other side of the road. We drove in the middle of the night. We drove like in the country roads to get from one gig to the other. And I remember having Steel Pulse's True Democracy tape, and I would just flip it over each time it ended. But with that, I had to stare ahead because I could not let my eyes off the road. Yeah, well, you guys, I guess, rested. I don't know why I was driving. I don't even know. So, Mark, yeah, what else? Because I think we're talking to you in Cali. We're going to move on to Israel next.
Okay, no worries.
It's so nice to have. Oddly, it's an Instagram thing. We're allotted 59 minutes. That's why I hope iTalk K doesn't mind that I
No worries, no
New
worries, night
York
nurse. No worries, no
radio
worries.
convo, but
I just wanna big up SOBs for doing this, and thanks to everyone that's tuning in. Love and blessing to everyone. Remember, stay positive, no matter what the crisis is. Stay positive. Yeah, man. Rastafari, live and reign.
Rastafari.
Yes, hear me.
Thank
you.